Mic on.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Que pelo, que onda, que pasa, que tal? How you guys doing this morning? Bell is fixing to happen, so let's get right over to the charts. Cheers. Hot cup of coffee. Man, I gotta get another light up in here. All right, let's see what AMC's got going on this morning here. We hit a high of $9.83. Open a day on a green right now, currently here. We'll see where it ends up. Just taking a look at some of our other positions. See what we can open with green. Not much opening green so far. Pre-market was a little flat for most of our positions. If anything, they a little bit down, to tell you the truth. And that's fine. We did enter a position last Friday in Fubo, another position. We made our successful day trade, and then we went ahead and entered into two positions there to kind of average the price down a little bit. And what we're planning on doing is swinging that. We think Fubo can get up, so we're going to swing it. So we entered in roughly about 15 shares. Going to add some more to the position size today, I believe. We're going to see what happens over on Fubo. Sorry, I had some hairs on my keyboard. It's the life of living with Australian Shepherds. Alright, I'll pull up the flex grid. Let's see how GME is doing compared. Looks like they had a little pop-up as well. And, nothing too much here. Sitting currently at 158.99, so quite a bit down from last week. Pulling back up on AMC. You'll see we're getting a little bit of red going here today. Sitting currently at 940. What we like to do is we'd like to see above, 952 and stay above these price levels that we put in last week or weeks ago. Can't even tell at this point. First one was from Friday, and then the other ones were from some point last week. So we need to get that push back up to 10. You see some volume step in here. 98,000, 134,000. So depending on what kind of volume we see. Going down our list here, you can see there AMTX pulled back quite a bit in the afternoon on Friday. Looking okay this morning, getting a little bit of a push. Fubo actually shot down a little bit from their high up here. Where are we at here? On Fubo, we currently own 15 long at 23.98. So we think that this thing, we did make a successful day trade on Friday, made a little 5% profit, and then we end up entering another two positions in here to kind of average price down along the way, because we think this thing is going to continue to go up if we can get this reversal. This is on the 20-day here. So we're trading around here. We think this thing can get a big pop up and get back into this range here. At least I think our case for bare minimum is somewhere, man, it's a little early this morning, somewhere right about here. And I think our bull maximum is somewhere probably in this range. So just taking a look at where we're currently sitting here in the 2290 range. We'll just put it like right there, 2290. So our bare minimum case 12%, and then our bull maximum looking at 39%. So we think that there's potential here in Fubo, especially since the big news that they got on Friday of them hosting some of the World Cup qualifying matches. So yeah, World Cup streaming rights. So I mean, it's huge news for them as a company, and I think that this thing's gonna get launched up. Going on down the line, Hog falling down quite a bit here. High of 42.98 on Friday. We're still looking to exit this position, but we're gonna hang on for a little bit longer. No rush here. We want to hold this thing out until around the 43.20 mark or somewhere around there. I think we've got an alert set. There were some PTs that came out last week. Right here, as you can see, shares are trading. North Coast Research upgrade the stock from neutral to buy and announced a $49 price target. So, among others, there were two other firms who announced PT increases to respectively $43 and $45, and here we currently set at $41.80. So, having a little bit of a pullback here. Not looking for too much to pull back. We are almost at that point there. We got a little bit farther to go, possibly to around the 41 and 41.40 range. That's at least my opinion. But we'll see what happens. Rocket down 2 cents on the day. We know some other people came out saying that Rocket was undervalued. Right here, John Najarin says, thinks Rocket Companies is undervalued, highlights recent short interest, says now is a great time to buy. There's a few other people saying this as well. We're only 2 positions long here at dollar cost 29.65. We're caught holding the bag there, but we're going to just hang on. It's only 2 positions. Syntonix not doing so hot today. At some point we need to add to this position to lower our dollar cost average down. Currently sitting at 375, 87 positions long. And AT&T currently down about 3 cents on the day. Hit a high, well, of these 2 days between Friday and today, $30.19. Currently sitting at 30.01 cents. So AT&T's a strong hold for us. What are we sitting here? 108 long at 28.98. Currently up about $111. So, you know, I was thinking I seen AMC in the green there, but I guess not. UPC. Don't even want to talk about UPC, to tell you the truth. 13 long, 632. Currently at 454. Bag holding. Got caught with our pants down here. Just we didn't follow our strategy. One, we got a little bit greedy. We were shooting for a little bit more than our 5% on a day trade, and we didn't know our PDT standings at the time. So when I got a alert saying I was going to get margin called if I didn't have the $25,000 in my account, I got a little nervous. I started to look around in my account, make sure of how many PDTs I had and or how many day trades I had, round trips. I was in the clear, but for some reason I got the notification. I think because I had set the order, and then I changed the order, or I canceled the order, and it didn't cancel it right away. It was taking a few minutes to cancel, and then so when I set the new order, it had already calculated the other one and had me there, and I kind of just missed out. So that is what it is. It's not a lot, you know. Yeah, we're down $23 now, but we're all here to see this. We're hoping to see some big volume, and looks like some good volume there pushing in. 450,000 on that 1 minute there, followed up by 265,000. So decent looking volume to start out the morning here, and then back down to our sub 100. So we did reach oversold territory there, and this thing just looks like it's going to keep trending downwards here. Looks like we're getting rejected by the SMA line right now and the middle VWAP. So we went up, kind of touched the middle VWAP, but almost. And now we're just getting rejected here. So taking a look at the level 2s. 938 is the sell wall currently. But we're getting buyers stepping in, and I don't know if this is more of that old hedging manipulation here. And it looks like it's going to start trending down slightly. Possibly just sitting steady here. just not enough buyers, it looks like, to get through this sell wall. We are currently 325 long. Dollar cost average price here of $8.77. So we're up about $195, down 14 on the day, and we're down quite a bit from where we were at when this thing was at $14. So we're holding strong. No worries there. Just gonna keep bouncing around here. See as things start to get warmed up. You know, got a weekend. Just coming off the weekend, getting back into it. Not really respecting this level of support here. We did respect this level of resistance, however, so this support may need to change. We're pretty close, so I'm gonna leave it for the time being. This is a older level. I don't even remember when we set that. It's been a while. See, we did trade off of it a little bit on Friday. So, football down a little bit more, which is fine. We were trying to add to our position to average down. What we did was we realized, you know what? After we did our day trade, I realized I want to do a swing trade. I think there's some more potential in the stock, and we we jumped in somewhere. Must have been right about here, maybe, or where was it? It was in the 24s. Then we bought a few more shares to average down. We didn't put everything in at once. Scale in, scale out, right? So we were scaling in, and you know, we bought. I can't remember where it was at, and then it started to fall, and then we bought a little bit more, and then I don't know, maybe it was somewhere in here we bought the first one. I can't remember. To tell you the truth, I honestly don't know. We probably bought somewhere in here. It started to fall. We bought more, and then when it fell down, I was gonna buy some more. I was just kind of waiting to try to time the bottom, and I didn't quite time it. And anyhow, at the end of the day, we we didn't set after hours or extended hours for the trade, so it just got canceled. Matter of fact, if I can pull it up here, extended to close. What is that? 20 working? Oh, that's AMTX. Okay, so this just shows you the ones that I have currently open right now. All right, so we'll see what happens here. We are probably going to go ahead and add to this position. We just wanted to add 5 more shares here, just to kind of round it out. And currently at 22.12, 22.09. All right, we got them at 22.10. Just 5 more positions here. See how that affected our average. All right, so we brought us down for about 40 cents here. We're now currently 20 long at 23.51. Still down, you know, quite a bit on the day, but that's fine. We will potentially add to this position. Again, what I'll probably do is set another alert. I actually need to pull up like maybe a 10-day, see where this thing's at, see if we can time the bottom of it, and actually I don't want to do that. I want to do from here first. Okay, we're already under there, under there. And at this point, truthfully, it almost looks like a falling knife. You can see, excuse me, we found some support here. I guess this is April 1st. Right around this range, we actually are actually underneath that just a touch. And you can see right here is probably our next level. 2173 looks like it's potentially that area. 2180, I mean, that's where we're touching it there. 2185. Looks like we used it as a level of support. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a price level here. All right. So just kind of looking here, yeah, we pushed through but pulled back. These are on the 30-minute candles. So if I were to look in at a 1 minute, I'm sure we would see it a little bit differently. Just on the 30-minute here, you can see we've kind of held it as a support there. Again, just kind of trade above it. So I think this is potentially our area, our bottom here. That's just my my thought. As you guys know, I'm definitely not a financial advisor. Just doing this to document my journey to becoming a successful trader and document the journey of the squeeze for AMC. We'll see if we get a bounce here. Potentially going to go ahead and add a few more positions. See if it holds up. If it trades underneath, I'll let it keep falling, and we'll look to add a little bit more. Scale in, scale out. I always don't follow the second one, the scale out, but yeah. All right, so push down a little bit. We'll see if it holds up as support. And what we're going to do is we'll just come back to it. What I did want to do today is I wanted to take a look over here at Fintel. We haven't looked at this in a while just because we don't really like Fintel that much. Make sure I refresh this a couple more times. Wait, did it refresh already? That was fast. All right. So it's saying 20% short volume ratio. No, that's a lie. 250,000 short shares available. That's potentially true. Probably a lie as well. And then the short borrow fee rate of 1.76. Yeah, I don't really believe most of these numbers, so I don't really like to pull it up. Matter of fact, let's go up to the AMC institutional ownership here and see if anything has changed. Okay, quite a bit since we looked at this last. These are all the green are new open positions according to 13F filings. And this is just a file date, so when we click on here, we'll look at this one, Spotlight Asset Group, adding 132,000 shares to their portfolio here as of March 31st, 2021. So somewhere before March 31st, I would like to say probably between January and March 31st that they added 132,000 shares, as I was. Do they still own them now? We don't know. We probably won't know until the till next quarter. I think they report this. I think it's 40 to 45 days. I think it's something like that. 40 days after quarter ends, they have to report their 13F. Vallejo opening flagship private wealth. So I'd like to go back. They're the only ones who closed these. So if you look all this time, all the way back down to here, and then when we were to go to and look at this, is IMC Chicago. Where's the dates? Where's the dates? These are all from 2020. You see here the effective date and then the file date. So this is December 31st. This is February 17th. So 2 months in between. So looks like these were just like, cover calls or some crap. Anyhow, what we are interested in is flagship private wealth, and let's just see if we can figure out when they opened their position and where they opened it at. But they did close 100% of their position here. So I'm not seeing it. I don't want to spend too much time searching for it, but I am kind of wondering if when they're making those options, if it's all encompassing like the open and close. Now I heard that Wanda actually reduced their position size here, but this is March 5th, so yeah. All right, so here you guys go. Or April 9th, 2021, they filed a 13D. Their current share status here, they own 6.8%, down to 30,000 or 30,455,290 shares for Wanda America Entertainment, down from back here March 5th at 75 million. So I did hear that they reduced their position quite a bit. All right, so let's go and take a look here. Regal Group, I mean, it's only 1,400 shares as of March 31st, so somewhere in the first quarter, a lot of these people are opening positions. We already looked at Spotlight. Just one thing to look here as of March 31st. Yep. And doesn't show, but they only had 12,000 shares. So you just gotta watch the dates here. 12/31, 2020. They filed this April 1st. As of 12/31, they no longer had shares. So even though you see this red, this is all the way back from last year. Again, we won't see anything for probably another quarter to see if anybody else closed out. But for a while, you know, not a lot of closers, just green. And even when we do see a closure, it's from last year. So just wanted to take a look there. Matter of fact, what I could do is pull up the FinViz. Wow. Wow. So currently saying we have 467.83 million shares outstanding, whereas you guys remember, I think it was last week or the week before, we were at 491 million. So somehow our shares outstanding went down. Not sure how that happened. Oof. Not good at all. Look at that. So sub $9 could be a good time to buy. We are definitely in sold territory here. If you guys are looking to buy, I think this is a good time to buy. However, you never know what's going to happen with the market. It is a risk, but we think this is a great time to buy. At least I think this is a great time to buy. Looks like it's found its support here. A lot of volume there, 1.5 million to push this thing down and push it back up. Got its bounce though. Looks like that's where the bounce is going to be. Sure would like to add some shares here. Looking like everything in the portfolio is green or red right now, except for UPC. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this time, man, just staying oversold right now. Yep, so you can see here, former owner, Wanda Group, trim stake in theater chain to 6.8%. Insider sales, AMC Entertainment shares. Are you kidding? What kind of bullshit is this? Paramount Pictures delays release of Top Gun Maverick to November instead of July. Yeah, okay. F them. That's all I got to say. Attacking that sell wall there. You guys see I was watching the active trader to see where the sell wall was currently at. It was at 902. Went ahead and added another 10 positions here. Brought our dollar cost average up 1 cent here at 878. Currently sitting 335 long. So, you know, not a lot of cash there, but still trying to support the stock. Sitting currently 335, 878, down quite a bit on the day here. Is what it is. We ain't mad at it. You know, when it gets low, we just buy more and keep holding. Hit a nice little low there. Look at how long we're staying oversold though. Massively oversold. Massively. And don't see any news going on according to this. So, I mean, even this article says that analyst oh, that's for Snap there. B. Riley upgraded to 13 from 7. Yeah, we know that. A lot of people upgraded $12 and $13. For some reason dropping down. But that's all right. Once we get below this price here, 878, I'll buy all the way down. And just keep averaging my position down. Fubo taking a little bit of a dive here. What do we got here? Didn't I add here as well? We did add 5 here. Currently 23.51. Gonna see 21.59. Probably gonna add another 5 here as well. Got filled there at 2160. Scale in, scale out. Let's see. Currently, it brought us down another 40 something cents here. 30 something, almost 40 cents. So almost dropped an entire dollar on our dollar cost average. Currently 25 long at 23.12, and not a big deal for us. Again, looking at this 10-day here, we are 23.12. So it actually affects where we think. Wait, did I do that in the right spot? We'll do that 13 there. Our bare minimum here, about 11 and a quarter percentage, and then our bull maximum up here at 37%. So looking a lot better for us in our position size here. But I think we are doing fine here. Maybe some long-term swing. Scale in, scale out. All right, we found our bottom currently sitting at 898. I'm hoping that that was our bottom down there at 886. So looking like we're now done being oversold. Buying power starting to step in here. And we're just about to cross the SMA here. See if we get rejected by it or not. And we're pushing up above the SMA. So hopefully you guys were able to add to your position size if you're looking to do so. Because that was a very good good price point to enter. I'm going to leave you guys on the chart for a sec. I'm going to take a quick break, grab another cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you guys watching the AMC so you can see this thing run, because I think we're about to start moving upwards here.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to refresh the coffee. I'm still waking up this morning. Cheers to you, whoever's watching. We had a long weekend. Hopefully, you had a great weekend this weekend. What did you guys do this weekend? Let me know in the comments. My girlfriend and I took the dog to the beach and just kind of hung around the house. Nice lazy day on Saturday. Played lots of Escape from Tarkov. And, just rested, relaxed. Did a little bit of a workout on Saturday. Went to the beach on Sunday and ate some barbecue. So, good, good Sunday, good weekend. So, we bounced above the SMA, currently getting rejected by the SMA here as the SMA starts to move up. Would like to see us push above the SMA, stay above it for an extended period of time, and start moving up towards this middle VWAP here and start looking to push that middle VWAP. Currently sitting at $8.99. A lot of red. 18T's up, only 2 cents there. Everything else pretty much down in our position size here. Fubo continuing its trend downward, so to 21.37. Doing kind of something very similar here. And we'll look to see if we can blow past this level of support or resistance as of now. And it's fine. So I guess with that being said, it's now time to start taking it. Oh man, it looks nasty when you look at it from this angle down here. Real nasty. Alright, so let's take a look at our stock scan here, keeping the same parameters as we always do: 5 to 50, 300,000 to 200 million, 0 to 1,000%. Scan it up. Let's see what's moving today. ACY again ACY. Seen that many times. Up 33% from close of last week. Currently at 1345. ACY. We've looked at ACY in the past, and man, what am I doing there? Nasty little push up here. Looks like they're halted at the moment. That's gonna be my guess. Yep, halted again. Halted, so twice already halted on the day. Probably once right there, and then once again right now. So man, no news in here to justify that. Let's take a look at the 10-day. I know we've looked at this thing a few times. Yeah, you can see these massive spikes up again in the after hours of pre-market here again. Just it makes some nasty moves here. Actually, looks like it still has a ways to go. Currently at 1345. Could get into this 14 range here. What are we looking at there? 1345 up to the 14 and a quarter range. I mean, there's 6% there. Looks like it has some potential to keep moving on up once it does resume here. We are currently in overbought territory, but as you can see back here, it can stay in overbought for quite some time, and this is on a 30-minute time frame, so this thing can stay oversold or overbought for a while here. I think we're only a quarter, if not half of the way in, maybe not even half of the way in if we're looking at these here. I think we still got a little bit left in the tank to keep shooting up. We may look to, once this is resumed, to add into a position here. No news though. It doesn't really follow our strategy. And at this point, I need to respect the strategy. That's one thing I keep preaching: respect the strategy. And if I'm not going to follow it, then why am I doing this? So potentially not. There's no catalyst here. No catalyst. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if there's anything else going on that we just can't currently see. Very, very strange. Only had the volume up in here, so Let me pull up something on the side here. Let's go to let's see. See if there's any news from Yahoo. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. What's going on in ACY? I mean, so the more that I read into this, the more I still don't understand. They filed for Chapter 11, and yet people are rushing into this thing because it's being shorted, thinking that they can squeeze it. Uh, yeah, I like that guy. You can just YOLO your money, just yeet it up in there. All right, looks like it's starting to move now. Let's see what's going on here. All right, it did pull back a little bit, hit a high of 14 there. Where are we at? We were at 1345 before. Starting to see if it's going to make its run back up. We're not going to chase this. We're looking for the news and seeing Chapter 11 news, and right now it's all speculation that this thing is going to squeeze because of the shares outstanding. Um, we'll go analyze it real quick. Shares outstanding 1.5 million, so very, 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 very little in comparison to AMC's 450 million and GameStop's 70 million or such. And I can see now why they're saying like, oh, it's shorted heavily, but this thing is bankrupt. They filed Chapter 11, so there's supposed to be some news coming out today. At least that's what one person said on Yahoo Finance. So we'll see. I really don't want to chase this thing. We're gonna watch it, just for fun, see how it goes. We'll keep in touch with it. BLNK. Let's take a look at this. I know it's something we looked at last week. I don't remember being $45 though. Man, it continued to move. I honestly don't even remember what day it was that we looked at this. It definitely was probably around here. So it was probably this day when we actually looked at it. Here's Friday, here's Thursday. Yeah, I would imagine it was around this time that we got in because you see the big gap there. So that's what I would imagine. Now it's starting to push down. What was the other one? It was like SPKT maybe. Let's just see. No. Honestly, don't even remember. Maybe we added it to our watch list. We added Blink. Anything else in here moving? Nothing really moving on our watch list here. Let me take a look at Palantir here. Ooh, massive sell-off on Palantir. Wow, nasty. Nasty. Look at the... That's worse than AMC here. What kind of news they got going on? No news at all. No news at all. Take a look at the SPY just to see how the market's doing as a whole here. Yeah, pretty nasty sell here on the market as well. Oh shoot, stupid keyboard. Just leave that alone. Look like we got a little W going on here in the market. A little triple top here. You guys can see there's 1, 2, and 3. Look for the market to start rebounding now. That's at least my anticipation. So currently at 411.07. I think we're gonna start rebounding up here. I mean, look at a 20-year. I want to say that's an all-time high. The market is just booming. So it had its sell just like everybody else and starting to rebound. You see here, I mean, yeah, a little cup and handle here. But I think more like a triple top. 1, 2, 3, and then, you know, a little pullback, and we'll see this thing continue on upwards here. Going back over to our positions, AMC sitting at 901, not rebounding as quickly. We are trading above the SMA right now. We'll see. We did find some support there. We broke through, and then we bounced off of it. So let's see us continue on upwards here. However, it really depends on how big these sell balls are. That's a lot of shares there. When you're in the hundreds, there's a lot of shares. Add another 2 zeros there. 15,000 shares. 10,000 shares. I mean, big sell walls. Fubo, did it find its, yep, so rejected there. See if we can get a break past this level of resistance here around this 21.89 mark. Just see what happens there. Harley down quite a bit on the day here as well. Pretty much down in everything today, as it stands. But that's all right. We got diamond hands. We'll just keep holding on. No worries. It's about the most we've been down in a very long time here. Down to $71 profit. It is what it is. We keep holding, keep buying more. Forget about all the nonsense. So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to go ahead and pull up some good old Reddit here. AMC stock, all lowercase, all one word. Reddit is the page we like to watch. I usually scroll through stuff off screen then pull it over. All right, 100 122,000 members. I want to say they're at like 118. Um, Good little post here from Joshua James. AMC is currently sitting at a record high short interest. It's the most it's ever been shorted. Don't know where he's getting this information from. According to everything I can find, utilization rate almost 95%. So I don't know where they're getting this from. Here's what I saw this morning. AMC Germany up 4.28%. That's pretty funny. Pretty much seen all these. Just looking for some good DD here. Wells Fargo increased their position in AMC by 42%, according to this. Here's somebody else saying buy the ask. That's what we've been doing whenever we add to our position. So I just reading through some of this stuff. Just see if there's anything interesting here. Mostly more of the same. It's exactly what we were looking at here. It says don't panic. It's a broader market sell-off, and when we looked at the SPY, that's exactly what we saw. So just a discount. Yeah, alright, that's about enough of this. I don't see any real information in here to really say anything. Ooh, this looks pretty tasty here. This is some data from Ortex. See if I can get the full picture up. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. On loan, 129.9 million on loan short for AMC. Utilization rate at 95%. Days to cover is 0.74. From my understanding, anything above 1 is really good. And F float on loan, 32.16%. So it's either maybe it's below or above. I don't remember which one. Some good information on here. Might have to pay for Ortex. I think it's like $500 a year though. That's where they're getting this utilization rate from. So they used up all of their short shares. Upvote this. Yeah, alright. I'll just pull that over to the side. Let's see. Well, looks like we hit even lower at 882. Hopefully you guys are able to buy up some more shares there. That's all we're going to be doing. So buy day. Oh. Be one of those days to buy. I wanted to take a look at the stock scan here. See what's moving. Let's rescan it there. There we go. All right, ACY down to 13, down to 1293. So ACY did move downwards. We looked at that. We decided wasn't much really happening there. Actually moved down a little bit, going back up, but yeah, it's not something that we're willing to chase for that. Going through bankruptcy and all that good noise. No thanks. Let's see, we've got ATNF. I feel like I've seen this one up here before. Luminex, Ikena. Is that like IKEA? Let's see, WHLM. Let's take a look over there. WHLM. This is from pre-market. What was the other one we were looking at? Back to scan. ATNF. I feel like we've looked at this one before. All right. Little W here. Nothing crazy. Not really a triple top. Little cup and handle here. Kind of, sort of. You can see it there again. So, it's just kind of what I see. Little cup and handle. Look for this thing to start pushing up and testing this 1254 here. Let's go ahead and set some trend lines up here. Just messing around a little bit. Seeing what we can see. I'm gonna leave you guys on the chart for a sec. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a little quick restroom break. And we'll get back and just watch ATNF and see if our little calculation is right or not. See if this thing continues its trend on upwards and makes a little run there. I'll pull up some news here. Don't see any news here that I see. I mean, although sometimes, who knows, maybe there's more news out there we just don't know about.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right, I'm back. We're going to adjust this line here, just slightly. Actually, we'll let this 1 minute play out and see what happens here. We may adjust it slightly. Maybe I'll just leave it. We're just messing around. Oh man, we're gonna come back here. AMC 875. Sell wall's not too big at the moment. Man, really like to buy some more shares here. Shoot. They're loaded up at 878 currently. Actually doing it there. And we got filled there, 877. Currently 340 long here. Dollar cost average of 878. Kind of staying where we're at here. Actually started to. Now we're down. Now we're in the red. $4.06. First time in a long time we've seen some red, but as quickly as that, you see we're back up positive. So nothing too crazy, you know. The lower it gets, we'll just keep adding to the position here. Scale in, scale out. However, we haven't scaled out one bit. Down about 200 on the day, but it is what it is. If those Ortex numbers are right, they don't have many shorts to short. They're just about out. So they're trying to short it down a little bit more so that they can buy up these shares at a cheaper price here, and you know, keep doing what they're doing. However, now is the time that we need to see 8 volume step in and start buying up these shares. So we bought 15 today, not a lot. You know, we still do hold positions in other stocks. We are diversified to some extent, but we're okay. We'll buy up a little bit, you know, here and there, kind of help pump this thing back up. Everything's still in the red here on our charts. Probably going to go back to the scan. Probably need to go ahead and put a little bit more money into my account. Because why not? All right, let's see what's moving. ATNF, WHLM. Did we already check out WHLM? I feel like we did. WHLM. I think that was all pre-market, and it was. ATY. ACY. Yep. So as you guys can see here, didn't do much after it reached 14. So it's kind of done where it's at. Again, this thing is like chapter 11, so no sense in buying up there. ATNF, I feel like we looked at that. Just taking a look. ATNF. I feel like that maybe where we were at. Yep. So it was. Starting to trade sideways just here for a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead, activate the drawing, and then up here you see this little pivot point. We're going to pivot this thing down to right about there. Just see what happens. We'll actually, yeah. And we're pushing. Volume is in. And there it goes. So, you know, we're a little spot on here. I thought this looked like a cup and handle here. We just pulled a little trend line here and one here, just to kind of show its convergence. It's now setting at 1272, made its high of 1280. So pretty good within that 1 minute there. I mean, about 4% in 1 minute. Not bad. See if we follow this thing up. A lot of volume pushed in there for that minute. A lot of volume. 700,000 for this stock that has typically been trading around, 2, 3, 1, sub ones. Shares outstanding 24 mil, so pretty decent there. Pretty decent volume there, and still not in the overbought territory. So I don't quite think it's done making its run. However, I don't know what kind of news they've got over here. Nothing I really see. Go to a 10-day here. Yeah, I mean, go to a 20 and a 180. So, yeah, there's potential this thing could get back up to 1475. I don't know. I don't know why it's making its run, truthfully. Got to bounce off the SMA there. Got rejected by this upper VWAP here, as you guys can see there. But trading within our little wedge that we've made. Yeah, we'll just continue to see what happens here. AMC down, 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 down. Again, even more. We're down $43 now currently. In the oversold territory here. Man, really would like to buy some more positions here. I don't think I can add any more to my account unless I start closing out stuff. And I'm not really in a position to close anything out at the moment. We've been down bad before, so this does not scare us at all. If it holds this way, then we'll just keep buying up. Putting up GameStop over here. Yeah, they hit a low of 139, kind of trading a little flat now since they hit that. Very, very similar here, as you guys can see. They might have found their bottom. Maybe we found our bottom. We'll see what happens. Still a lot of time left in the day. Sell all at 866. I'm going to do some quick math over here. might be finding our support level here around this 865. We'll see. I'm going to bump this out of here. Looks like we're starting to move up just slightly. Well, we'll see what happens here. Starting to push back down just a little bit. Very, very good time to buy. Yeah, looks like we're holding pretty strong at 865. We're just keep watching the chart. Sorry, I'm just working out some math in my head on some paper over here. Yeah, we're just watching the chart. We'll go back over to ANTF real quick. Watch how that's playing out. I think it was ANTF. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Go to scan. Yep, ANTF. All right, we're all good. We're all good here. Just got to calculate. Make sure I don't get margin called for anything, because that would not be very nice. And also, I want to pay interest when you're not making a lot on these positions here. Okay. Oh, sorry, rocks. Hit my dog with my pen. There we go. I wonder if my internet's down. Oh, this is still moving. Still moving. For some reason, ANTF just would not pull up here. No wonder why. It's ATNF. Gosh. I'm stupid. Boom. Broke through. Man, massive sell right there. Massive sell. We got our push and then it just fucking dumped out. Bye-bye lines. All right, it's made its money. There you go. That's what happens, you know. Just you don't want to chase it. We're just watching. Let's see, AMTX down, 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 down. Okay. It's all good. As you guys remember, at some point last week or the week before, we set this line here, probably last week. Right up here. Let's take a little quick closer look, and you know, yeah, it was about time for us to start pulling back. We had a nice little run here. We consolidated out. We need to pull back and look for a bounce. So we've got a little bit longer before we see some profit here on AMTX. We're only 2 positions long, 26.70 here. Currently at 24.80, down just a couple bucks. You know, we're not really concerned with that. We really think this thing's gonna just bounce again and continue its trend upwards. Again, if you guys look, this is 180 back from July, just continually going up. So we're only too long, just you know, messing around. Fubo, what you doing over here? Pulling back, I see. Pulling back pretty hard, actually. Again, looking like this could be our support level somewhere in here. I'll just set that. You guys can see here, shoot, I guess if I could have, let me get rid of this one. And let's set one there. Alright, so you can see when we push down, we did find support here quite a few times on this level here. Again there, down there, there. So very solid support level down here. And we're now bouncing off of that again. So I'll leave a couple of these lines up here. Looks like our pretty big level of resistance is going to be somewhere right in there. As you can see, was a level of resistance there and there and there. We broke through it a little bit on Friday and pushed back down, and then tried to get back up, and then that level of support held strong. And right now we're kind of trading in between 21.15 and 23.75. So that's kind of the range that we're going to see here, at least for a little bit longer. I think that this thing's got some potential here. Where's my 180? I'm actually on the 180. Let me zoom out. We're down here. They did have a massive sell-off here. But I think this thing can push up a little bit more. So we're going to sit tight, hold on here. We are 25 long at 23.12 here. So down about $28 on the day. But we ain't worried about that because we are finding support down here, and I think we'll start to pull back up. I'll set a Fibonacci retracement here. We'll just go from like there to there. See if I can get a closer look in here at what's happening. Oh, that's terrible for the eyes. Can't even see. Yeah, nasty pullback here. Quite a bit more than the 50% there. So we'll see. I mean, we took this. I mean, this is a 4-hour window, so this has not really done its thing yet. So if I were to remove this, and let's get zoomed back in over here. Let's get rid of that, and set another Fibonacci here on some actual terms here. Let's go with that up to that. Oh, that right there. See if this is better here or worse. Yeah, not any better, truthfully. So but we think that we can get a pushback up here. We just need to to find some bulls in the bull market. Just need to get a pop. But you never know. It's a gamble, this one. I wish I had some good news for you guys. Harley looking pretty solid on the 180 day here. Got its bounce right there. Making a little bit of a pullback here. Probably still has a little bit of a ways to pull back. So we'll let it work its thing out here. It's just pulling back. You can see we're in overbought territory for a while. So it needs to have its little pullback here, and it's, this is pretty healthy. Nothing to be worried about there. Rocket, we don't really care. We're only 2 positions in this one. Sands pulling back. Man, market as a whole. What's the SPY doing? Is it pulling back again? Yeah, nasty pullback there. Again, huge pullback. Got a little bit of run up and starting to pull back now. So, market as a whole today is not doing so great. Wow, 862 here. Down about $56 overall. Really wish I could add to this position here. See if I can add another like 6 positions down here. I kind of like 5. Attack the sell wall. And we got filled. All right. As you can see there, it was 864 here. Currently 345. Would like to get to 350. 350. 350. Chef, what's 350? That's about a $3.50. I don't know if you guys seen that South Park episode of the Loch Ness Monster. It's like season 1 or 2 or 3 or somewhere in the early seasons. Currently average price of $8.77 here. 345 long. Breaking on down. We may add another 5 positions just to get to that 350 today. We're going to just keep watching this thing, keep scaling into it. 860. Oh, man. Go ahead and add some more money to my account. Ooh, getting down there. I may actually have some more cash money to put up in there too. We'll see. We'll see. See how low it wants to go. Currently at 856. We're just gonna keep watching here. I didn't see too much over here. IKNA. Take a look at that. IKNA. Had its run. Kind of looks like it's done doing its thing here. Looking at the news here. They were halted a couple times. Don't really see any news other than on the 9th this licensing deal, 2 IPOs, oncology shares. Okay. Markets open lower. Microsoft to acquire Nuance. Let's see, is Nuance even in here? Murdoch Cap. Sprouts. Oh man, what's going on with Sprouts? SFM. I don't know if any of you guys have a Sprouts. I had one when I was living in Tennessee. First quarter earnings up pretty good, it looks like. I actually love Sprouts. So love shopping there. I like it more than Whole Foods. I miss it a lot actually. Doing pretty good. Steadily making highs here. In the overbought territory, so don't get caught chasing this thing. Looks like they're okay though. And looking to see a little bit of a pullback here. 27.38 is their high for the day. It's just running steady. I was gonna say, what happened? Did they get halted? It was just kind of stuck there. Yeah, it's getting there, steadily pushing here. SFM. Let's analyze this thing and see. 117 million shares outstanding. No dividend planned here. Earnings per share looks like it's up 48% year over year. Doing pretty dang good from 19 to 20. That's pretty good. 125 to 243. Let's take a look at the 180 day on this. All right. So had a little peak there. 28.62. Potentially could get back up. You're only looking at about 3.5% before I think you 4%. Yeah, 3.5% before you need to take some profits out. But I like Sprouts. I like the company. I love shopping there. Good company. Man, everything's so red today. So much red. 851 the low on AMC. Starting to get some pullback, but we've seen this. It's just stepping down. Oh, I'm going to leave you guys on the chart. I'll be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Would really like to get Vortex and see this utilization here. Starting to get some buyers stepping in here. Reaching a pretty good point actually on the RSI here, so could see this thing start to push up just a little bit. I think a lot of people thought it was a good time to buy down there. We pretty much bought all we could. I do want to buy 5 more shares just to get that tree fitty. We'll see what happens for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Not too much going on today in the market, truthfully here. EVLO, let's check them out. See how they're doing. All right, not doing too bad. Good looking volume there. Trying to trade sideways, trade flat. It's about that time for things to start to flatten out, kind of taper off in volume. Morning rush is passed, has passed. So starting to see some things taper down a little bit. Luminex, LMNX. That's weird. amount. Okay, so Dia Soren reports on earlier reported deal with Luminex to acquire company for $37 a share. And that would be why this thing jumped up from down here at the 32 range to 37s. So a lot of news over here. Biological testing technologies. It's not Luminox, the watch company. Turn the news off. Go back to AMC here. Starting to get a little bit of a push up. And a little bit of a pullback here. So nice green candles there. We saw it once before. So we'll see what happens. Starting to make a little bit of a push here. Not a lot of volume in it. Just think that potentially this is where retail investors are saying like these are some good buys here. Starting to move back up here. You can see the sell wall is getting smaller and smaller and starting to push back up. Yep. Still a lot of shares there. Big sell wall there at 872. Getting bought, but yeah, steadily moving. Steadily moving. I'm going to let this thing run for a couple more minutes, just kind of see what happens here. Volume isn't very high, considering that we're moving upwards. I almost shut my computer off with the power surge down there. But we're still running. We're still making a nice little push up here. Hopefully you guys found the bottom down there, acquired some more shares. This is a great time to average down if you can. We are just about back net neutral here. Down 14, down 18, down 21. So starting to move back down. Sell walls there, 80, big sell wall there at 874. 875, starting to move again. Let's go. Let's break through these sell walls. I've done the best I could today. Only 20 positions today, so that's about all I could put in here. I may have another $50 to play with, but we added to our Fubo position as well, which we're down about $20 on right now, and 26 of that's on the day. Fubo starting to move. Looks like we're starting to see a rebound in the market here. Let's check out the SPY really quick. Get rid of that. Zoom in there. Yeah, all right. Starting to see a nice little push up overall in the market here. So continue to see what we can get going here. Where are we at with Fubo over here? Not looking too bad. AMC, what you doing? A little sideways right now. Needs to have a little bit of a pullback here so we can continue this run on up, so we don't reach the overbought territory for too long. We can maintain some healthy price action. Although we know that we can reach over this RSI here and continue in the overbought territories for quite some time. Only down about $4.42 now. $2.31. All right, look at that. Why are we even down a dollar? 877, 877. We're at 878, and we should have been net neutral there. There we go, 878. Boom. Back to positive numbers now. In the overbought territory, though. See how much this can run. Still down about $211 on the day. So, you know, it is what it is. We took this time to buy up some more shares. Basically added to our position here, and we did not increase it at all. We didn't know it was going to go this low, so we were buying above our 877 range. I think we came in the day at 877 and went up to 878, back down to 877, so kind of sitting tight there, 877, 345 long. All right, now we're seeing some green here, so some good news there. Let's go take a look at the flex grid here. GME up to 143, so it's getting a little bit of a push as well. Got both my dogs down here. They like to sit down here when I'm live streaming. At least one of them does. The old girl, she just lays on the dog bed right there. Let's see here. Still making a good push here on AMC. GameStop kind of trading a little flat here for the last 10 minutes or so. Sell walls at 883 there. Looks like we're down 60 cents from close on Friday. And our biggest positions that are down are the ones that moved the most last week. We'll take a look over here, like AMTX down $1.50. If I look at like a 5-day, 5-minute, you guys can see big push up. Yeah. Should be finding the bottom down here somewhere around this 23. So I think it still has some ways to go. Again, we're not really worried about this at all. We are only down $4 for 2 positions, so we don't really care too much there. Fubo down there, but you see the huge massive spike up, and then it's gonna have a nasty pullback. It consolidated. It did pull back. It consolidated for the after hours and then pulled back again this morning. Starting to get a push back up here, I think, during the day here. So that's on a 5-minute. Looking pretty good there. Found its bottom. AMC making that move in overbought territory as we speak. Only one red candle for, shoot, how long was this? And 18 minutes here. So looking good there. A lot of buyers must have stepped in. Obviously, volume's still pretty low, but I'm wondering what's happening here. If they just short ladder to buy back, I don't understand. This is a huge game to the hedgies. If they're shorting, then they have so much time to cover those shorts, and then they have to cover the shorts previously, so they just short it again to buy back to cover those. It's just a cycle that keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. But the longer that we buy and hold, the less shares available for them to cover their short positions, and eventually we're going to drive this thing up with a massive squeeze. This could be the mother of all short squeezes here. The MOAS. Now we're getting back into that profit area, $43.85. So that's what we like to see. It's kind of where we started the day, I think, and then we added 20 to our position here. So start to see some green now on the day. or in our position again. On the day, still down, but we were lucky enough that we follow this every day and just keep adding to our position here. Unfortunately, we did average up. We've been averaging up since I think we got in at like 848 initially. We had kind of scalped this thing. Man, we've been in this for a while. Yeah, Indy oversold. Looking for a pullback here very soon. Problem is they just keep putting up these sell walls here. And I don't think this is scalpers. But now you're seeing the pullback here. Back to 886, 885, 884. Back up again. But you guys can see, I mean, 1 penny here, 2 pennies there. That's 84 is $20. Yeah, it's almost about $3 for every penny that this thing moves for us. So we were waiting for the pullback. We knew it was going to happen eventually, and so far it has started. See how far we actually pull back before we can continue this trend on upwards here. Need to consolidate for a little bit and continue this healthy growth back up. Would love to see this thing get back up to 9.5 today. However, I don't know if we're going to see that happen. We're just going to sit tight here and let it play out. Fubo not doing too bad either. Having itself, having some healthy runs. Never quite reaching overbought territory here. Starting to get up. You see we hit our resistance here again on Fubo that we set earlier. Just got to get past this point here at this 21.89 mark. Can't seem to really get past it and stay above it. This is a swing for us though. AMTX having itself a little bit of a pullback as well. So starting to have a turnaround here, but nothing crazy. Yeah, Harley still hasn't had its turnaround as of yet. But we're seeing red, and red is it's okay. God, man, I'm still tired. Saw the pullback. We can see how if we can keep this thing running here. Volume looking pretty good there on that pullback at 340, 230, 180. I mean, would really like to see over 1 million in volume on a candle upwards. But as we talked about before, something I heard Trey's Trade say that I think he heard from Tyler Wilson is that AMC is a very news driven stock. So when there's news that comes out, this thing gets a huge push. Unfortunately, there's just not really any news. Big news would be these new price targets. But price targets are saying $13, and we're pushed all the way down to $8.50 today. Yeah, it doesn't mean we go up to that $13, but if they're valuing the stock at $13, I mean we should get pretty close. Yeah, starting to see us move up just a little bit more. Like to see us push above $9 here before we cut the stream today. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the gym and work out for a little bit. Oh man, I've got to fix the lighting in here. Super dark. All my lighting is overhead. My hat casts a shadow. It's alright, you guys come to see the charts. Rims. It's in your eye. Come here. Come here. Just want to get up here. Oh, come here. Don't touch the keyboard. Alright. Hairs everywhere. You need to get brushed today. Yeah, still steadily making a run. I really would like to see us push above 9. Just see what happens. Kind of a slow day here. Making me sleepy. Looks like football is pushing back down. Rams, don't hump Roxy. Stop. Hey. It's 2 girls. I don't know why she humps her. She's showing dominance. Better stop that. She wants to play with somebody. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing really happening. You know, can't break above that 2189. It's all good there. AMTX, how you doing? You find your support down there at 2420. I think you did. It's all right. AMC on its little pullback now. Set a Fibonacci retracement down here. I might have to change the color of this. I thought gold was a lot better, but for some reason now, you know, it's still pretty tough to see. Anyhow, as you guys can see, we haven't even touched the 23% line yet on a pullback, so still really strong bullish momentum in AMC. Although volume is very much down. 167 there, you know, 100 there, 100 there. 245 there, 340 there. Really like to see these million minute volumes. Yeah, going through a little bit of a pullback now. Let's see if we get a bounce again off this 884 range here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this thing up for a little bit, and we're just gonna watch it. Just see what happens. You know, we're just trading right around this overbought territory according to the RSI. Just, you know, selling off slightly just to keep the bullish momentum. See if we get a little push down here, a little pullback, and trend down here. See if we break below this 878 or 887 mark, or really this 886 is that close. So currently there at the moment. Oh, excuse me. That's what happens when you don't go to sleep till 1 and you wake up at 7. I guess that's not bad. 7 hours, right? Or 6. Is that 6 hours? Yeah. Shoot, that's not good. Try to shoot for at least 7, preferably 8. Seems like we're holding pretty strong there. And as you guys can see, we had that pullback. We're now looking good on the RSI. Drop down below that 885. See if we close above that. I'm just really going off of these previous pullbacks here to see if we stay above that, creating some higher lows. I guess the key would really be to stay above this 885 range here. And we're already at 884, 883. We're already dropping there, so I don't know. Well, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing there. That would be 882 is the close on that candle there. It dropped all the way down to 880. I guess it was 882, and then it closed at 82. So there must be like half a cent range within there. So I guess as long as we're good above 882, I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Started to consolidate, looking fairly decent here on the RSI. Volume kind of tapering down slightly. Not like we had a much volume in it anyway. But just trying to see if we're going to keep stair-stepping up here. Or if we're going to start trading sideways now. It is about that time in the day. It's 11:37 on the East Coast, so just about before lunchtime here. Oh, well, massive sell wall there. I mean, you're looking at 17,000 shares, 20,000 shares, and look at our buying pressure. Unless the buyers are only attacking the sell walls now. 15,000 shares, 84. Now you see here the buys starting to step in. Gonna drive this thing down. Yep. 14,000 shares, 882. Yep. Starting to drive it down again. 15,000 shares, 880. 18,000, 15,000, 11,000, 11,880. Yep, starting to drive it down. It's all right. Again, so we have the Fibonacci retracement up here, so we can see the pullback. Wouldn't like to see it go any lower than 877. However, still could get back down to 872 with no problems here. I'd like to take this time to thank the one viewer that I have. Appreciate it. A couple popped in and popped out. It's all good. We're doing this for us. You know, if you guys want to tag along and follow along and maybe learn something as I learned something, yeah. Excuse me, some buying pressure starting to step in here. Just about hit that 38.20% here on the pullback. which would indicate a very nice little bullish run here. However, the issue that we see, I mean, they just put up these sell walls here. I mean, you see this on most stocks. 14,000 shares at 880, 15,000 880, 10,000 880. Boom, we're starting to break. Yep, we broke up to 880. Still got them at 880 though. Now back down, now back up. 14,000 to 881. Starting to break through. Starting to get a little bit of a climb here. The thing we need to really see, we need some whales to step in and add to their position sizes here. I would imagine most retail investors like myself kind of have popped in and loaded up down here. Wish I would have waited. You never know what's going to happen, so I always keep a little bit of change lying around. Would like to have seen this thing pop up, or would like to have added more down here, but that's alright. We were able to add to our position size here and pretty much keep our share price here. So almost 878. I mean, not quite 878, but pretty dang close. Might as well call it 878. See if we start to make another little run. And let's see this. I mean, say you got in right about here. Not bad. You know, almost 3% there. But we did have a nice little run from our low point of about 5%. So not bad. Starting to make this move above 884 here. Let's see if we can hold this line and keep pushing up here. And we can start making this run up to $9. Volume definitely stepped out over these last couple of minutes. Even though we're seeing green, volume is very low. Starting to push. Hopefully that was our pullback, and you know, it's pretty good. Didn't even touch the 50% on the retracement. Gonna see when we start pushing up here. Looking good on the RSI as well. Starting to see these EMA, and I'm gonna guess that's an SMA starting to converge here. I don't know. I just always say that that's buying pressure, and then that's selling pressure. And once you see the buying pressure step over, that's what I say. So they're starting to grow a little bit closer here. And as you can see there, when we do cross over, start to trend upwards here. So that's what I'm looking for. We're getting closer and closer. See if we can close that gap and start getting a little bit of a run here. You see we're starting to close the gap in here as we run up. Right now, kind of just trading sideways until we get past this 893 area here. Getting close. Sell wall's at 889. 10,889, 13,889. We're up to 889. Nice little jump up there. Ooh, 23,890. And then just like that, it's gone. Back down to 889, 888. Starting to see a little bit of a pullback here. Just don't have the volume in it. You know, that's the thing. Just don't have the volume. So it's almost breakfast time for me here. You know, appreciate the couple viewers. Kind of been neglecting the YouTube channel, just really just doing the bare minimum here. Basically just making live streams of trading, but we've been learning, so you know, need to put out some videos on content, just kind of boost the channel up a little bit. Just been kind of dead, you know, just flat as far as news for AMC. But maybe I just need to go out and dig a little bit more, do some more research, and find some stuff. I'm gonna pull up the flex grid, see how GME's doing, and it's been trading kind of flat for a little bit, up to 142.70. Quite a bit down from its 163.46. So not too good for GME either. Yeah, looks like both AMTX and Fubo started to trend down again here. Pushed up, now they're starting to trend back down. AMTX, but we already talked about AMTX and how we thought that they actually would have a bigger pullback. Anyhow, if I go off the, is it the 10-day? Could be just the 180. Yep, here we go. As you guys can see, I had this line set previously here. This trend line we set, we've kind of adjusted them every once in a while, but we've had it set since back here, since we made this bounce. So it's fairly close. We were looking to have this thing bounce anyway, having a nice little pullback. So so we kind of talked about earlier that it could potentially pull back into the 23 range. So not worried at all. This thing's, you know, having a down day, just like most in the market is. Probably about time for us to readjust this chart here. We did not stay above. I just want to go back to the 1 day 1 minute real quick and see where we're at here. Not doing too bad. See if we can break above this 893, 894 range. Looking good on the RSI. We finally crossed over on this MACD down here. Which is the EMA. EMA finally crossed over the. Dude, I don't know if this is the lower VWAP here. I don't think this is the VWAP. I think I had the VWAP turned off on my charts. Actually, go to edit studies here. What is that alert? Oh gosh, I need to turn that crap off. Hmm. Yeah, so I have the lower VWAP on here. I must have turned it back on. It's this gold one. Unless that's somehow related to the middle VWAP here. Yeah, just floating around that 970 range. Sell walls at 891, 892 now. Looks like we'll get a push up to 891 here. Oh, maybe not. Yep, bigger wall at 891. Yep, 19,000 shares there. So we attempted. See if we can buy them up though. First time I ever think I've seen a half number in here, 890.5. The fuck is that? Yeah. Kind of falling flat here. Volume really tapered down. So 110. It's alright. Just trying to see if we're going to get a push up above this Fibonacci and keep making a run here. But it doesn't look like it. So we just need to get above 894 there. I'm going to remove that. What we're going to do is going to back out here to the 180 day, and we're going to start adjusting the chart a little bit, since some of our points now are no longer valid. And I would really like to keep it there. However, it just doesn't look like it. No, man, come on. I will keep it in there for right now. So with that being the case, I mean, now we're just looking to ride back up to 950. Which by the end of the week, it's we're kind of projecting potentially being above that 950 range again. So see if we can get a pop above this thing. Thought we were gonna get a pop, and we actually shot below it. So day's not over, and we could still move this thing back up. But as of right now, with today's massive sell-off here, not looking too hot. Down 54 cents from close of yesterday. So every $0.50 is pretty big for us. As you guys can see there, about $177 on a $0.50 or something. So pretty big for us. Yeah. Zoom in here. Look at that. I can actually move this thing even more. Oh, come on, man. Alright. So it's even better. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're definitely above that, unless we just keep trending this thing down, which I don't see it happening. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Again, this is on a 4-hour time frame, so of course things change a little bit. Could potentially flatten this thing out, truthfully, to somewhere right about here. So I don't know. I was expecting that we would see a big pop off of these trend lines that we set. However, we just haven't seen it. And truthfully, this almost looks like a falling wedge. I don't know. You can kind of take from here, I guess. I might have too many lines down here on the bottom, but we'll do here. Just gonna pull up. I think it's called a falling wedge. We went over this on Friday. This is what a falling wedge looks like here. As you can see, take it from the pullback here to its next high, blah, blah, blah. It gets smaller and smaller and breaks out. So I think what I need to do is look to see if this can get smaller and smaller on its way down. I mean, kind of. It didn't really quite bounce off the line, so it's not picture perfect here. Matter of fact, that would mean I need to edit this. Yeah. No. Not quite. It was looking like it, kind of, sort of, right? I mean, if I put that there, pull that back here. No, not quite. I mean, not quite at all. Yeah. Yep, so nothing to look at there, everybody. Not a fallen wedge. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and remove that. Remove this one. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. Oh, this is the one we just set earlier. Ah, okay. Well, I can extend this out. Extend to the right. There we go. Oh, extend to the left. There we go. So I got a little touch there. Not bad. I mean, not what we'd want to see, but I don't know. We're just messing around with some charts here, trying to see what can happen. $874. Okay. Yeah, nothing looking too hot for us. Pretty much in everything that we own today, but it is what it is. I don't really like that. Let me move it again. It's because it's on the 4-hour time frame. We'll have to adjust it again once this thing closes out the 4 hours. I'll get it as close as I can for now, and then we'll just see what happens here. But when we go back to the 1 day, 1 minute, you're going to see where we drop below it. So not exact, but on the 4 hour time frame, we're mostly above it. See if we can get that push up. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching the stream today. Kind of a dead, slow day, just selling off red, slow bleed. Not really what we want to see, but it is what it is. You know, these things happen in the market. You have some bullish days and some bearish days, and it's one of those bearish days, and it's fine. We added to our position, and you know, we picked up a few other positions, or added to some other positions in our portfolio, and you know, it's all right. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another one. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day in the market, barring anything crazy happening this afternoon, which I don't think so. You know, we could possibly get back on, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. So I'm gonna keep watching it, and hope you guys do the same. Have a good afternoon. Peace out.